Hi, my name is Steve, and in my previous video, I went over the steps that I used to practice a prop firm challenge on a free demo account before actually spending any money on prop firm fees. And the reason for doing this is because me included and so many others, we go through the prop firm challenge after paying for our fee, whether it's $90 for a $10,000 account, or if it's $500 for a 100K account. We spend the money, we go through and do the challenge and then fail. Then we go through and spend the money and do it again and again and again. We keep giving money to the prop firms. And what I'm thinking is, why not practice the same techniques that we're going to use on the prop firm on a free demo account first, and see if we can actually match the rules on a free demo account before we actually purchase a challenge. And the rules are pretty simple. I'm going for a target of 10%. There's no time frame involved because we don't need to do it in 30 days any longer. We have a maximum daily loss of 5% and a maximum overall loss of 10%. So what I've done is set up a 10K demo account and set up my charts so that I'm looking at all pairs, and gone through each pair each day, checking my strategy, looking for a trade setup. And this week that's just gone, we've actually had 3 setups. I'll go through those with you in a moment. If you didn't get to see the first video where I outlined the rules, this is the actual video here. I'll put a link below in the description. So best to go back and watch the actual setup first and see how I've actually set up and the actual rules that I'm using for this process. Okay, let's go and look at the results. Now, the first trade that I took for this week was the Canadian Swiss. And the reason for taking the trade was we had a pullback to the 50 EMA. We had a good close below. My rules say that with the Heikin Ashi candles, we're looking at a touch of an EMA, close below, and no wick on the red candle, which we can see here. So at the end of this candle, I actually opened my trade, and the result, not so good for this one. We actually see here that after close of the first day, we're actually minus 24 pips, or minus 69% really in the red. So the end result is we ended up getting stopped out on this one. So we're actually down 1% after our first trade. But I'm not really so worried about that, because as you have probably done it in the past as well, same as myself, it's easy to have a losing streak when you have a strategy that works, and even just one trade is not really a losing streak. So let's go on to the next trade and see how we did with that one. Okay, my second trade was the Euro CAD. And this one was a pullback to the 9 EMA. We only had one green candle. It wicked through the EMA and then closed below with a positive red candle. So to me, this looks like a really good continuation trade of this existing downtrend. However, after 24 hours, all we had is some sideways movement. We went into a slight drawdown, didn't go as far as our stop loss, but then it did actually make a move lower. So we haven't quite touched our take profit yet. I actually did move the take profit up a little. It was actually slightly lower down here near the low of these candles here on the left. So I've moved it up now just to touch these candles and going sideways. So at the close of trading for this week, we did finish in profit, but we haven't actually closed the trade yet. We're only about maybe a bit over 2/3 of the way through. So hoping that on Monday next week, we might go down and touch our take profit. And the third trade we had for this week was actually on gold. And this one we have got an uptrend. We've got the 9 above the 50 EMA. We had a pullback into the 9 EMA and then a close above with positive green candles. So entered the trade at this point, and this was a 1-to-1 ratio. I think I actually made it slightly higher, 1 to 1.1 ratio, just so that I can cover the fees for the commission and the sprint as well. So we can see here the take profit was $112 and the actual stop loss would be $102 if we got stopped out. And moving forward, I did actually increase the take profit on this one to make it a 2-to-1 trade because we had so much room here to the left where the market can go to. So at the moment, we're up 0.81%, and that was the close of business for the week. So at the moment, we're holding this over the weekend. We can see here where it closed over the weekend. We are in profit and we're still in the uptrend. So hoping that maybe Monday or Tuesday next week, we can go and hit the take profit. So that's it for today's review. And so far, I'm feeling fairly positive about the strategy and the testing. If these two can hit the take profit levels, that'll be a big boost for my first week. And remember, the target that we're going for is 10%. We're not allowed to lose more than 5% in a day, but with risking 1% per trade, I'm generally probably only going to take 1 or maybe 2 trades each day if there's a setup anyhow. So stick around for my next review and let's see if we're going to progress towards a free practice run. So if you want to follow my progress, click the like and subscribe and you'll be notified when I bring out my next review video. Thanks for watching.